Okay, let's talk about nuclear now. There was a promise from Labor before the last election that energy bills would be $275 cheaper. If you go down this nuclear path, when are people's bills going to be cheaper and by how much?
Well, the decision to follow the nuclear path, as you put it, is one that is not ideological. Essentially, the decision is one about the energy mix, making sure that we have a reliable energy, but we also have more affordable energy in the long term, as well as cleaner energy. We know that the decision to reach net zero by 2050 that's been made by other countries has been supported in more than 30 of them by nuclear energy. And in fact, there's 50 that are considering that as part of their mix on the pathway to net zero by 2050. The fact that Australia has not gone down this route is simply a matter of ideological belligerence. Labor's opposition to nuclear energy, even just to something as basic as lifting the moratorium, seems to be both illogical but also incoherent and inconsistent. If you want that pathway to net zero by 2050 to make sure that we have a reliable energy grid as well as a cleaner and greener energy grid, well, why would you not consider nuclear as part of the solution? And I say part of the solution intentionally. Renewables are going to be fundamentally important to our energy mix in the future. But why would you discount an emissions-free technology that could potentially deliver cleaner, greener and cheaper energy in the long term?
Well, the coalition had 10 years in power to prosecute this important idea. Why didn't you? It's pretty hard to do from opposition.
And one of the things that we did prosecute when in government was that idea that economics, not ideology, economics and engineering, not ideology, should determine our energy mix. Economics and engineering have now come a long way just in the last decade alone. We're now looking at these small module nuclear reactors as well as new traditional reactors that may potentially have the ability to provide that baseload power that will make our grid more efficient, that will make our grid more reliable, but also deliver cheaper energy in the future. Is it something that we could be able to switch on tomorrow?
I mean, it's 10 years
But
plus,
why would we not? Well, not necessarily. There is demonstrations around in other countries. I think that Ted O'Brien raised the UAE, for instance, that had a nuclear reactor up within 3 years. Now, could we do that here? There's an awful lot of hurdles to jump and hoops to go through before that period of time. But the first one, surely, would be lifting the moratorium on nuclear energy in this country that would at least allow the market to make those decisions And again, why would you not have something that could potentially provide efficient, safe, reliable power at a cheaper price in the long term?
Okay. Bit of explaining to do, prosecuting to do over the next couple of months and years, I might suggest. But Jane Hume, good to start it or keeping it going here. We'll speak to you soon.
There will be much more. There'll be much more, Laura. I promise you. Watch this space. Right. But we're not announcing policy on your program today. But there will be more very soon.
A shame. We always like that to happen. So I'll press you for next time. We'll see you soon, Jane.